Hello.
Hello.
It is They Said. We are back after a fabulous Thanksgiving of turkey.
Chicken in my case.
You had chicken?
You had chicken?
We don't like turkey in my house.
I don't like turkey either, but everyone else does. So I
Well, when we went to look for the ham that I had hidden in the store, it was gone already. So
You hid it?
You hide stuff in
because
stores too? I do
I
that.
went one day, I went like Wednesday night, and I was like, I went Wednesday, and I said I'll come back tomorrow because I didn't have enough. So when I went back the next day, that shit was gone. So
See, I've hidden stuff in like clothing stores
Yeah.
or something like that. But I feel like in a supermarket, like they have someone whose job is like to go through and like put stuff back where it belongs.
Yeah.
It's like
I had shoes at Ross and stuff like that. I put it in the blankets and stuff.
Hi, we're 13 years old.
No, I do that. If I know there's a sale coming up,
Yeah.
I'll totally hide the thing I want because I know it's going to go on sale, but I don't want to be, bought before
What
I get
about
there.
changing tags, prices?
I cannot confirm or deny that I've done that because that would be illegal.
Have you really done that? That's janky.
Well, like before you could. Now I don't think you can
No, you
anymore.
can't
It's
really
just
now.
really hard. But before it was easier. But I was younger, so.
Because now, everything's scanned. It's not like you're just
Yeah.
dumping it in. So
Yeah.
it's the UPC code's in there anyway.
I can't believe you hid a ham at a store thinking nobody would find it.
It was a whole shitloads of turkeys and bags of chicken. So I was like,
Is that where you hid it?
I
You
dig
put it under all the
way
turkey?
underneath. Yeah, underneath everything.
so someone showed up and
It
bought
was
all
like
turkey.
the
Like, oh, look,
ham
there's
was
a
this
here.
big,
Yeah.
and it was only $15.
Wow.
So I was like,
you
I'm
should have
taking-
gone into like the ice cream and hid it behind a bunch of
Yeah, put it behind the cereal where no one's gonna look.
Well,
I don't understand.
You gotta refrigerate it.
Why didn't you buy another ham rather than having chicken for
Because
Thanksgiving
I
dinner?
went to 3 places and they had no more ham.
Oh. Interesting Thanksgiving you had. How was your Thanksgiving, Dustin?
Mine was fine. I went on a
Ghetto?
little vacay with the family.
I'm sorry,
I
what?
went on a little vacay with the family. Went out to the river house.
right.
And it was nice out there, nice and calm, and we just ate Thanksgiving dinner, and then we brought a projector out there with us and watched a movie on the projector screen around like a fire pit and stuff, and that was really cool.
That is cool.
Fun.
It was warm, right?
It was cold, like
really?
out at the river at night. Yeah, it was like I don't know, like 40 degrees or something like that.
Oh
Like,
wow.
So like you got the fire pit going on one side, and you got the screen
Yeah.
on the other side, and it's not, wearing little winter hats and stuff like that.
Oh, curled up next to a fire, watching a movie, and eating turkey.
Who were you curling up with?
Jack Daniels.
I knew it! I knew you! I'm just kidding. Julie, welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
How was yours?
It was kind of nice and quiet. No drama, surprisingly.
But you were with your family, right?
Yeah, just it's small though. Just my mom, dad, sister, my little niece. So I played with her a lot. Found out that she knows a lot more about the iPad than I do.
Oh, trust.
Kind of like an idiot. Then we went and saw the Holiday of Lights Festival up at Del Mar, or the Festival of Lights, or whatever
Yeah.
it is.
I thought it was down on the bay.
No, it's up at the racetrack.
Yeah.
Oh,
They start at the racetrack and then they do the boat one.
You turn on
Yeah.
the radio and you like drive around. And it's supposed the music goes to.
And it was,
lights.
kind of cheesy, and lots of things were not in scale, or you couldn't really tell what they were. But she loved it, so she's not even 6 yet, so she just loved it.
You found it like lame?
Not amused by it.
It's not. When I went and did it, it was a couple years ago. But when we went and did it, like we went for a Christmas party as a bar staff, like we were in a limo bus and we went and did it, and it was just like we're all just like, this is kind of like
I thought
there's a lot less lights than you thought there was.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like there's like a
maybe I'm a
stand and,
cynical
like-
bitch. Well, maybe maybe about it, but yeah, it was lame. But she loved it. Oh, look at the
It's for
lights.
kids, I think, more than
A
anything.
lot of this stuff wasn't even Christmassy. So
It's probably because it can't be anymore.
Wait a minute. Do they have this in? Okay, if you're at the Del Mar racetrack, is it in like the dirt parking
It's
lot?
in the
thing?
parking lot,
And
yeah.
they have
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
no. You actually go onto the track.
Yeah, you go onto the.
Oh, really?
Drive around the
Oh, yeah.
track. So that part was cool,
Yeah.
But other than
It's literally on like the racetrack.
you're
You,
on
like,
the racetrack, so
drive
they're in the middle.
I think that's kind of cute.
Well, you go and tell us how you.
I will. I will.
You'll have to remember.
So after that, I went out drinking.
Oh, perfect.
Let's do.
Nice.
Holiday tradition.
Where? So I think that's good. A little thing. Where in San? What do you guys do for like to kick off your holidays, or what is your biggest like Christmassy? We're all Christmas people, right?
Yeah, I am.
Sorry, Aaron.
Holidays anyway.
Holidays, yeah. Do you have what
The
are
family tradition.
like people that are coming to visit
like
San
December
Diego?
nights or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
I don't even know all this stuff.
I'm taking my niece to the Grinch this year.
Oh,
See
Old Globe.
the Grinch,
So
the
much
Grinch Stole Christmas.
at the old.
Yeah.
It's the most fun thing I've ever done.
So yeah,
Really?
we're doing
Yeah.
that.
Like, it's a great play, and I mean they change it up every year, obviously, because it's different, like cast wise.
Yeah.
Grinch is the same thing, but like seeing like when I went and saw it, the way they did it is they had two dogs, because you know how like the Grinch has his dog.
Right.
And they had someone play the young dog, and then there was like the older dog, and like the younger, I think it was the younger dog, had like the super deep voice and sang like the "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch" song, like one of the best. Like, I've gone to concerts my whole life, and that is my
Fun.
favorite song live ever.
Wow, cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I stopped going to I stopped going to December nights after they stopped calling it Christmas on the product. Now,
What is
absolutely
December
not.
nights?
It's in Balboa Park.
Yeah.
Again, and it's they light a Christmas tree. Is it? I think it's just 2 nights now. Is it?
It's a weekend, right?
It's a weekend. Yeah. And
It's in
the
the
park
Oregon
is
Pavilion.
just in the Oregon Pavilion.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
absolutely so freaking packed. I just can't. It's nonsense. So I don't go.
That's kind of, I've heard that too, because
Unless I got a limo bus.
At Martini's, that when it opens, people would come in there and bitch about how crowded it was down there too. I guess that's the problem. It's always so overpopulated.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh yeah, Christmas sucks. Yeah, so that doesn't really kind of do.
Yeah.
Goddamn holidays.
What do you do, lady?
Nothing really.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Bobby. Good. Bitch.
Tamales? Don't you make tamales?
No, this year we're trying to have yeah, my mom, yeah, she's lazy. She was happy for Thanksgiving because I was cooking. She was like, I'm gonna enjoy this meal today. Just wake me up when the food's ready.
It's like my grandmother, my mom, and all my aunts. They all have like 2 days where they just like meet up and spend the entire day making tamales.
Well,
like,
see, normally we'd go do
That's right,
that
yeah.
stuff at my aunt's house, but like since my mom and they're like kind of like, yeah. So I don't know what's gonna happen this year. But this year we're planning to have. I don't know if you know what a posada is. No. It's like a Mexican traditional party for Christmas. They have the piñatas and all that, and the piñatas have it's a star that's got 7 points, and then you break them to it represents the 7 capital sins and stuff like that.
The 7 what?
Capital sins.
Or deadly.
Capital
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the 7
Yeah.
deadly sins?
Yeah, and then they then we make like hot punch with the tamales, and then we put some tequila on the hot punch, and so we're trying to do that we're looking for a location.
Hey, my house. Oh, you bring the tequila? I've got a little
we're
tiny little...
We're making the tamales and all that stuff to do it at a bar
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to buy some tamales from you.
and have it open, early so people can do it like early whenever they want and just like kind of go until
Yeah.
like midnight and stuff like that.
Huh.
do you guys make the tamales with throwing 1 olive in there? That's the way my family makes it.
With the what?
Like they throw 1 black olive in there.
No, we don't like
So
olives.
they make I don't like. I never like them either. So it's the one thing I like. Scoop it out, but like.
But see, but then like, because we make different kinds. There's like pork, chicken, beef. So we make them all different, but none of them really have olive in this. Well, unless it's my grandma, she puts those, but the green ones, which I hate, because she put it with
Green chili one.
with the with the freaking. It's got the seed. The olive has got the seed. So you're fucking biting it, like my tooth.
They sell olives without the seeds.
Well, she doesn't know this.
Oh, bless her heart. Yeah, they pits.
She's a little Mexican lady from Mexico City that is not that educated.
Oh.
Keeping it old school.
Yes.
Olive doesn't know
What?
that olives are pits, not seeds.
Hey, clever lady.
Isn't that why I'm invited?
You are smarty. That's why you're a teacher. Now, you came across something on, it's the season of giving and love, but you brought something up, and Aaron did too, about the Associated Press
Oh yeah.
had...
They're now discouraging the use in the AP style book. They're discouraging the use of
Associated
the word
Press.
of the word homophobia.
So basically, in all their stories, or something, the editor or some man, higher power person, will not print a story if it has homophobia in
They
it.
don't want to describe someone as being
Homophobic.
homophobic, basically.
Yeah.
So they're just gonna like take those parts of stories out.
But they don't have any suggestion for what to use otherwise.
asshole.
Gay
yeah, but-
scare.
I mean, my confusion.
Jealous?
My confusion. Oh god. Don't be jealous of my boogie. My confusion is like, can a person write a story then and not say the word homophobic, but they can like then alter the story and
Well-
describing it a bigot or
Yeah,
You know.
hater. No.
weird.
I don't know. Maybe just the AP themselves, the Associated Press themselves would be the ones. But I imagine that even if a publication were to follow the AP style guide, it's entirely up to their editor. They're just discouraging the use of it. So I wonder now, because I know that a lot of students in
Oh, that would be a
schools have
lot
to
of-
use AP or MLA
yeah.
standard, and is that then something, and why would they do that? I just don't understand it.
Are they trying to influence younger people?
I don't know. It's not, and it's. I don't know. I don't even know why they would
Or
just
are they
say,
trying to
is
just
it
get rid
positive?
of a word? Like, are they trying to do it as a positive thing or as a negative thing? Like,
That's how I'm looking.
because I could, like, part of me can kind of see it as like they're trying to get rid of it, like, as a whole, like they're just trying to like erase homophobia. You know what I mean? Like, so they're not gonna like talk about it and just like try to like.
But you can't do that.
But
I know.
not talking about it, not using the word, doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I think it's actually, I mean, I hate, like, I don't want to say, like, it brings a negative, it's a negative thing. So it goes, and maybe because phobia is like the fear of, right? But I think it'll like if I said Julie was a homophobe kind of thing, which is completely it's a gay man trapped in a woman's body.
Thank you. Thank you for noticing.
Dustin, I don't know. Just kidding.
He was sleeping with Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I know, right? That's right. But it goes like, because you can use it in a story or something, and it's actually a positive, like, it's a learning experience for people.
It exists. I mean, it's someone who's afraid of homosexuals. It
Right.
does exist. And they were talking, if somebody, the article I read had the psychiatrist that coined the term, apparently back in 1972. And he said, I coined it because it was necessary. Just because it
Yeah.
didn't exist, because the word didn't exist before 1972 doesn't mean that the thing itself didn't
Yeah.
exist. So I don't know if it's just a way of trying to then say that it doesn't exist
They only wanted to use it for
and that,
40
you
years.
guys need to get over yourselves or something. Yeah. People are not afraid of gays or just dicks. I've seen that thing. It says it's not homophobia. You're not afraid. You're just an asshole. Yeah.
It goes with the whole thing of people are afraid of what they don't know.
Yeah.
And
Fear the unknown.
the norm is heterosexual relationships. I mean, because that's what our society has done. But, I mean, it's just a matter of people are afraid, of something that they do not know. Which is why I encourage everybody to get involved, whether you're gay or straight, in an organization in town called Gay for Good. And basically what it is, we go around to, like, it's a once a month thing, and we'll go out and volunteer for something outside of the gay bubble.
Wow.
Nice.
So it'll be like Ronald McDonald House is in December. It'll be things like that, because you can see the numbers of like gay and allies and like people who have never come across a gay person. This is a way for them to see, hey, they aren't different, like they're just
They don't
like
have
us.
horns and a tail.
Yeah. So I encourage everyone. Some,
See,
Julie.
let's give you a couple of
Many.
shots and we'll see about that.
I am nice. Hello. Okay. We are going to take a quickie dicky bricky.
Quickie dicky.
Quickie dicky break.
A dick break?
A quickie. Oh my gosh. We just found out breaking news, and this is not a live show, so it doesn't really matter, but we just found out that San Diego's very own Chad Michaels just won RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars. So a round of applause for Chad Michaels. which is amazing because I think San Diego has some fabulous entertainers that come out of here. Were you watching this season?
I watched like the first 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah, I didn't know how I liked the whole couples thing. Like where they were paired
Yeah.
up. And then I
Yeah.
changed my cable plan and lost logo.
Hi.
Did you watch it?
No, I haven't watched a season.
It was really fun, actually. I went to most, and I liked it because they got all emotional and they started crying. And then Chad got to talk to his dad on the TV
Oh,
and
really?
everything. He haven't talked to him in 25 years and stuff. So
Wow.
yeah.
Oh, that gave me goosebumps.
Too.
Oh, I love the holidays.
So he
Stop
sent
making me have a nice feeling.
He sent them a message, and they were like, doing the drinking in the little room in the back. That was on Tuck.
I love Untucked.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
And you know what? If you haven't seen Chad Michaels perform, I'm not sure what day, but I know.
It's Wednesdays at
well,
Moe's.
Dreamgirls, yeah. But also Babette's Very Babette Christmas show is at Moe's, and I'll talk about that later. But on to other TV news.
Oh, no TV news. 2.5 Men, that crappy show that Charlie Sheen was so winning.
But it was
got
really
kicked
good
off of.
back in the day.
I
I didn't see the point of it.
It was okay.
It was
I
a
mean,
douchebag show.
There was never anything like. I mean, my parents liked it, but
It made.
I never,
There you go.
Well, okay, so I've watched it a few times in the past, but the guy that plays the kid now is saying he's born again, and what he's learning now, and what about what the Bible says is something he cannot justify what he does. So he thinks that everyone should stop, and he says this, everyone should stop watching 2.5 Men because it's filth, and Satan is working through the show, or some such nonsense. So I think everyone shouldn't watch it because it's a piece of shit.
It's called, he needs to double check his bank account and see what has just established him for like years to come.
He
Dumbass.
has been acting since he was like a little kid, though.
Yeah.
So he's got
since he was like
on that show.
No. I'm saying like since he was like a little kid before that show ever started. Like he's been acting since he was like probably like 5 years old.
Oh.
He makes something like $350,000 an episode.
Oh, yeah.
Kid doesn't need to work.
He's been on the show
and I guess he
forever.
can't get out of the contract or something.
Probably.
So maybe he's just saying,
He wants to get fired.
So, and he's thinking this might be
He's
better for
pulling
his
a Charlie
health.
Sheen.
Yeah, he's totally trying to shoot.
Yeah, but obviously it's going to be healthier. He's not going to die of a cocaine overdose or any of that.
What is your favorite show on TV right now?
New Girl
Oh, cute.
with Zoe Deschanel.
Deschanel.
I crack up every time I watch
Is it
that
really
show.
good?
Yeah, because it's her and the 3 guys, and the guys they're all so different, and it's just hilarious. Like one of them is just like really like overly sensitive. The other one's like overly like a player or something like that, and the other one's just someone who just like hates everyone. So it just like they all play off each other. It's really funny.
It sounds very similar to the one with Neil Patrick Harris.
How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
I love that show too.
I love that show.
I watch a lot of shows. they're all recorded. And when I actually like wake up at noon before I have to like come into work like 5 hours later or whatever, I get to like watch a couple shows.
So how's that gym going for you?
Yeah, right.
You're like, I'm at home watching TV.
I still go. It's just like a lot. Like
Yeah.
Not like you used to when you started.
not when I did my 24-day challenge. I mean that was, but I was so tired at the end of that. Like my body was
Your chest is looking a little yoked out.
Did you get implants?
no.
Did you?
Julie,
Yeah.
a couple times,
I didn't.
girl.
No, just once.
What your favorite show?
Oh God, I love How I Met Your Mother. I think Neil Patrick Harris, being gay, playing the biggest pimp on TV is hysterical.
So fun.
And I
Gays
like
can be
that-
pimps too.
Yes. Okay. But I also like that he has redeeming qualities rather than some of those other shows like say 2.5 Men. There's nothing redeeming about those dirtbags, and it's like it's like sort of justifying that behavior, making it okay, normalizing it. I just don't like that. So that's just me. I also like Grimm.
Oh, I can't get into that.
I don't know. Because the guy's hot. I don't know.
Alejandra?
I mainly watch like Mexican channels, but like if anything, I love South Park.
South Park?
Yeah.
South Park's fun.
Yeah.
What's crazy about that show is they take a week to make every show.
Yeah.
Like the show airs on Wednesdays, they start writing the new show the next day.
They don't do this ahead of time?
No, because
Like, there's
they're doing current events.
Yeah, there's
true.
a documentary about it. It's called like 7 Days to Air or something like that, and it's how like they go in Thursday morning and they just sit around a table like, okay, what are we gonna do this week? And they literally have like nothing, and they just like start like spitballing ideas and like come up with an episode, and they have to write it, animate it, do all the voices for it, get it approved and everything in less than a week. And they were talking about how every other animated show, like if you think of like Family Guy or Simpsons or all those,
Yeah.
like they spend like a month per show like making those shows.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Huh, that's smart. I don't really like South Park though.
I love so much.
I hate it. I watch this very intellectual show called The Vampire Diaries
Oh my god.
on the WB. I love it. It's really good. But then I will have to say, last night I was watching the recap of Downton Abbey. I can't wait.
Cannot wait. I cannot wait for that to come back next month. Not next month.
Shut up, Aaron.
My friend,
Bitch.
yeah, a friend of mine was watching it. Somehow she's got some kind of hookup back in, but she's from England. I don't know if it's an expat
That's what
kind of
he's
thing.
doing, sorry. It's like-
and so she gets to watch. I was like, ew. But I guess I wouldn't really enjoy watching it with everybody else because you get the whole water cooler talk, and everyone's like, oh my god, did you see that?
Oh yeah, that's true. I can't watch my shows, like your favorite shows. I can't stand if someone's sitting around. Like, well, no, wait. I can handle like if there's a person sitting there because it's different because you're both into it. But when there's a group of people, like how the Wednesday night social club used to do, it drives me nuts because I need to focus on these shows. I don't want to miss anything. You know?
I feel like there's only certain shows that are like fun to watch like, with a group of people, and I feel
Like
like, it's
the
all
Real Housewives.
Like Glee.
like Glee and stuff.
Glee.
I don't
Just
have
walking out
Bravo
first and just
anymore.
song together.
Yeah, exactly, right? But like all the competition shows or something like that, like whether it be like I know at Moe's they go watch like RuPaul's Drag Race and stuff like that. Like
Oh yeah, but they're so fucking annoying. I swear to God.
but like those things are
Every
more
time
fun
they
to
say
watch.
the name chat, they ring that fucking bell in there.
really?
Oh my god.
Do they really?
Oh my god. And they're like,
Paintball gun.
every time they're
Hey, again, congrats, Chad.
what was this big girl in there? A black big girl, Latrice something.
Oh, yeah, Latrice Royale.
They were actually rooting for her in chat in there. So every time one of them say something, everybody starts like cheering and going on with the fucking bell. And it's like you're sitting at the bar like, really?
They said nice hair. You didn't deserve a ring of a bell.
Well, Wednesday Night Social Club we used to watch, it was the competition shows.
Yeah.
Or Glee, because, everyone sits and listens and then they all sing together because it's, they have to be fabulous.
Yeah.
But it's, and even, now they're pretty respectful. I mean, and we would watch Modern Family, but then there was nothing on a Wednesday and now it's all really loud and stuff, so.
And American Idol is coming back.
You know what? It's just like, really again?
They can't even get the people who are on it to come back. Like other than Randy Jackson, like
He's gone.
No, he's still on it. I think.
No, I think he's gone. Isn't he gone?
Because
No,
at
this is
least
his
the
last
preview-
year.
at
This
least
is his
the
last
preview-
year.
Because even
him still.
the voice
Yeah.
is kind of like already like going down.
Yeah, I don't
It's
watch
already been like 2 or 3 years only.
No, it's only been like 2 seasons.
Singing shows are hard.
3. This is the third one.
Yeah, is it?
The Voice is the only one that was nominated for Academy.
I love watching The Voice because of the fact that they take. It's not just like unsigned people. It's like they take people who are really good and
Yeah.
someone signed them and they still didn't get big. So it's like they could have already had a record deal, but like they just didn't get enough exposure, and now they're just putting them back out there. So whether or not like who wins or whatever, you're getting to see like everyone's really good, and they don't bring bad people to it.
And it could be like backup singers for minorities
Yeah,
and stuff
exactly.
like that.
So it's all these people who are extremely talented competing against, which makes it more interesting than like all these people who are like, there's a couple really good people and everyone else is like kind of okay, but we have to have like 10 people there, so you're still going to be there for now. Like,
Does anyone watch The X Factor?
I did, and then I got bored with it.
I don't watch it.
Well, see, and here's the thing: American Idol. Okay, the new judges. Last night I was watching a reality thing on E, and it was Nicki Minaj. It was like she did this reality kind of show, and it was her when she was filming in the like auditions when there was that big blowout with Mariah. Like, do you remember seeing that in the news? It's
She was
big.
gonna stab her.
They were they were talking about that on this reality show, and then it's her when she did her tour. It was amazing. Anyway, but my point is, American Idol. If you think as much as everybody bitches about it, that has had the most stars come out. The biggest recording stars have come out of American Idol.
I mean,
Some of them have been losers.
two. I feel like there's been two.
Yeah. Just
Oh, please,
Clarkson.
Kelly. I love Kelly.
Kelly and Carrie Underwood, but like beyond that,
Jennifer
like,
Hudson.
Fantasia. Scott McCreery, who's got a #1 right now on
Jennifer
like
Hudson,
pop. Do not talk shit about my girl.
I think she.
Do not go there.
I think like she did something totally different.
Because she,
you can't really relate her to.
Because she just like.
But she got her exposure on American Idol, and she wouldn't have had the opportunity she had.
then like
look at Daughtry, huge.
She's like a really good actress, you know, so you can't really associate her because
But she wouldn't have got the exposure. She wouldn't have got the opportunity.
Because when she was on American Idol, she sang Effie, and then she did the Oscar thing and won.
And then who else has been big? See, even though Clay Aiken's like is a train wreck, the guy made a lot of money.
But it's been.
I mean, now he's moved into oblivion. Thank God. But
bless his heart. Is he still around?
Isn't that what Southerners say when they mean "fuck you"?
There's so many other people who were on that show and either won or like got second.
Like what's that guy's name with the long curly hair that they made a movie?
Oh, Justin.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched that movie?
No.
So incredibly terrible. Like you're watching it, and
you couldn't even see the preview.
Isn't it with Kelly Clarkson?
Yeah.
They made a movie.
Justin and Kelly.
Yeah.
With Love or something like. Two Justin and Kelly.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was the name of it.
It's so like it's a musical, but it's like the worst musical you'll ever watch.
You can't even tell just by looking at the previews. You were like, oh my god, this movie is so horrible.
Adam Lambert's big.
Oh.
See?
Yeah, see, so bite your tongue,
Yeah,
Dustin.
suck it, Dustin.
I'm going to school you right now as we take a break. Tis the season of giving. Just kidding. It is the holidays. And interesting enough, it's about giving and not to yourself. Not taking, but helping others. So we just came across this little depressing story that happened on Thanksgiving. So this is where you all come in. If you look at, if you go to Aaron's Facebook page, if you can scroll through the hundreds of posts, you'll find this.
A day.
Or just Google the story about Mallory Owens. She was a victim of a hate crime on Thanksgiving Day. And did you see these pictures?
Yeah.
It's crazy. She was basically Mobile, Alabama. She was basically with her girlfriend's family, and the girlfriend's brother decided to beat her up in front of the family, and they stood around and did absolutely nothing. So she's in critical condition in the hospital. So the family's just asking for support to get them basically thrown in jail.
It sounds like it sounds like the family conspired to get her there.
Yeah, right?
I mean, she was invited, and they knew what was going to happen, and they didn't do anything to help her. Sounds like conspiracy.
Is that what she looks like normally?
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? So make sure you Google it. And it's interesting, too, because you know what? The center this past weekend was tagged again. The whole front of the building was spray painted again. The LGBT center here in San Diego. This is the second time
this month,
in a couple months.
So
I don't know what the hell's going on, people. We're making progress, but at the same time, watch each other's backs. And you did something last week, right?
Yeah, well, I wasn't going, but I had to go because like everybody starts bitching when I don't do this thing. So I went to the, what is it? Day of Remembrance.
The Transgender Day of Remembrance.
So I even got to read one of the names of the people that were killed this year. So it was pretty good. The only thing was like the mayor winner was there. I don't know what's his name.
Filner.
Yeah. And oh my god, he looked like he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Because he probably didn't.
Yeah.
I'm sure he didn't.
He looked like he was about to say, "What am I doing here?" That was really, really bad.
Oh my goodness.
So, and I said last week it was like 99. Like, didn't I say
it was 99?
It was like almost 300.
Yeah, it was 290 something.
Yeah, and that's
296.
But no, that's the world. But here's how it's documented. It's documented by them doing research and finding newspaper clippings that say transgender and murder. There's nothing that's actually documented that say, hey, it's a transgender hate crime.
No, a lot of
like
them happen in Brazil.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
Did you, any stories like what stuck out in your head?
I don't know, because they were being so quick and everything. It was just like Nope. Like they give you like little papers like this big, and it just said the name of the person, the date of birth, the age of the person, cause of death, and reasons. And it said most of them said it had no reason. So
Yeah.
it just didn't have no description.
When I believe in Brazil, they can actually get away with it because there's something like
Like a crime of passion, or
like they won't be prosecuted for like that kind of hate crime because it's gay or something like that. I could be completely wrong, but I swear I just heard
Brazil is such a crazy country. It's weird because like when you think about it, like when you first hear like Brazil, like obviously like you think of like something like Carnival and stuff like that, which just seems like it would just be so
freedom, sexually freedom.
And free
I know.
and stuff like that. But Brazil is a country like there's so much like that country is so dangerous in other ways. Like as a tourist being there and things like that, like there's a lot of bad things that happen in that country. So it's like I want to go to like the World Cup in 2 years. That's in Rio. And I'm just trying to get friends to go with me because I'm not going to go by myself. But like if I get like a group of like 6 people to go, like that'd be awesome. Like,
aren't the Olympics there in 4 years?
the Olympics are there 2 years afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4 years. Yeah, wow.
No, so it's
Terrifying.
The Olympics were this year, right?
Yeah.
So Olympics are 4 years from now. The World Cup is
It's 2 years, so it's 2 years after, so 4 years from now.
So yeah, 2 years in a row. They have 2 big things in a row, which in Rio, which is
That's scary.
which is good for like. I mean, it's good for the country. Like they're gonna make a lot of income on that.
yeah.
But like, it's also like,
It's dangerous.
it's gotta. If things happen during those like times, you know what I mean? Like with the whole world's eyes on you.
I think they'll crack down. I mean, they have to.
They have to because people are too terrified. But then again, on the other hand, I read not too long ago about the first multi-partner civil union. It was in Brazil. It's 3 people that are married. I don't know if it's civil union or marriage. I think it's a marriage because.
Well,
But is it like
is it straight?
Yeah, is it straight? Like just a plural?
I don't think so.
Because they're pretty open-minded over there. Once it comes down to like straight sort of thing, they're pretty.
I don't think so. But they said that there's no law. There's nothing in the law that prohibits it. So.
No,
I don't know.
I'd be curious because if the Olympic Committee selected Brazil to host the Olympics, I mean, and there's all this. I don't know. I think I'm
Because
gonna
there's
read
no
up on
corruption.
Brazil. I'm gonna read up on Brazil and figure this out. But in that little giving thing and helping others and all that, the Salvation Army is in the news again. Basically, you know the Salvation Army, they have the little red buckets and their little bing, ding,
Drive
ding,
you crazy
ding
with the
bells.
ringing.
They're in the news right now because they apparently support a lot of hate groups against LGBT. So there's these new vouchers that you can print to put in the buckets.
Oh, I'd do that.
But it's basically saying that we are against discrimination and we're not giving you your money, but this is a voucher. And we'll support other charities. So I mean, that's what's encouraged is just to support other charities.
Yeah.
Don't support the Salvation Army. And we can give you some examples. What did you say about the Canada person?
Oh yeah, the guy that runs the Salvation Army in Canada was arrested for stealing over $2 million in toys from the organization. Yes, no hypocrisy.
Seems like such an insane thing.
So
to do.
Christian.
Like it's just like to steal like that because it's not just like you steal toys and you just have like $2 million. Like you have to steal them and then sell all of these toys.
Yeah, and they said it was
they-
over 100,000 toys.
That's just like. What did he put them all on eBay or something? Like, or did he like?
Yeah.
But
go to, like,
it took a couple of years. You know, it wasn't just like right up.
it's just insane. Like, because I mean, that's such like. You have to be crazy to do something like that because it's not like you stole. But it's not like he stole $2 million. Like he stole like $3 items over and over again and kept selling them. So
Yeah.
he got too much. Like, can think about that. Like how many? Like it's 100,000 things that he like took and sold individually. That's insane.
And this is a person of the Lord because they are a very religious organization.
Yes, they are.
The Canadians, like our bartender.
Is he Canadian? Oh no.
No wonder he's so polite.
But it says that one of the directors had said that when he was asked about the LGBT lifestyle, he said Scripture forbids sexual intimacy between members of the same sex. says the Salvation Army believes, therefore, that Christians whose sexual orientation is primarily or exclusively same-sex are called upon to embrace celibacy as a way of life. There is no scriptural support for same-sex unions as equal to or as an alternative to heterosexual male.
So basically, the way that just read is if you don't want to have heterosexual sex, you should just be celibate.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have any at
The
all.
Lord's okay with that.
Yeah.
You
Because
just-
it works in the priesthood.
I was gonna say that's what the priest.
I have friends who they refuse to give money to the Salvation Army, but they'll tell the IRS they did. Now that would be illegal, and I could not possibly recommend that.
Well, you could donate to other charities.
You could, and you should. So you can do both.
I mean, there's other ones, and it's just like research your charities that you want to donate
Yeah.
to. Everybody needs help right now.
I like all the ones that in San Diego when it comes to like Christmas time and stuff like that. Like I know like one of the guys from the radio station like goes up on like a crane.
Yeah, 90 Star.
And
Yeah.
he just sits up there till they collect like a certain amount of toys or something like that.
And it's the Toys for Children's Hospital.
Yeah, and like there's the like the CHP even does something where they take
Yeah.
kids, like they
The
take kids
Marines do
shopping.
the same.
The Sail Foundation used to do
we
that.
we're doing a fundraiser for the Toys for TJ Tots on one of our Sundays here.
The 9th.
On the 9th.
On the 9th?
Yeah, and I mean, so it's basically like you pay cover or you bring 2 toys to get in.
$5 or bring 2 toys.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I mean, just like I love people around here doing stuff like I mean, obviously I love like the worldwide ones and everything like that as well. Like, but I like local ones that stay like local.
Yeah. Well, you kind of, it's like supporting your neighbors.
Yeah.
And I think that's like one of the most special things about this community, to be honest. That's
Yeah.
why I love this community.
See, but here's the thing about, I forgot totally to tell Joseph, when you're doing the charity, like let's say for TJ,
Yeah.
you gotta inform yourself well how the process of crossing it.
Yeah.
Because there's this lady, she spent like $10,000 in jackets for people in TJ, and they were held at the border, and they're still in there because they can't. She has to get a permit to bring the stuff across the border.
Oh my
Is
God.
that what you have to do for any time you're bringing in large amounts of
Yeah.
You have to get a permit?
Permit and saying that it's going to be, because they confiscate stuff and they just keep it there. Well, you know, they fuck around and take it with them. But this lady spent like $10,000 in jackets
Wow.
and taking it down there, and they were held at the border. So.
It's crazy. I'm involved with an organization, Friends for Homeless Veterans, and they do something every year called a sock hop. And so you just bring in clean, like new socks for the homeless vets that are on the street, and also underwear and duffel bags and toothpaste, toothbrush, chapstick, deodorant, that kind of thing. So contact the show, contact Ian, and he'll get in touch with me. If you want to donate.
Because I have nothing to do. Just kidding. No, absolutely.
All you have to do is...
What's the organization
Or you can
called?
just go to Friends for Homeless Veterans. Yeah, that's just it's local San Diego.
I love it.
Because we have so many veterans on our streets. We really do.
You know, I just read an article too that Mayor Filner's fiance, that's what she's all about.
Oh, is
That's
she?
one of her platforms.
Oh, well, good. We're going to have to hit her up.
She's also making a wreath for the wreath auction. I'm very excited for that, yeah.
Fantastic.
It's fabulous. But find a cause. I know, like, Family Matters, which is a program at the Center for LGBT parents and their kids, that, like, some of these families are struggling. They have actually these wish lists for the kids that the kids wrote, and they have like the wow gifts, which is like $100, and then they have like a small gift, and like one of them, a little girl just asked, she was like 11, she just asked for a tube of mascara, like as a gift. There's like an intermediate one, and I know like a friend of mine from the Young Professionals Council, we're going in together and we're buying a we're buying a is it a fairy or a princess bike?
For yourselves?
I know. Barb totally coerced me into it, and I thought it was for me. No, it's like, and she just wanted a wow gift, and it was like, it's $100 bike, so we're going in on it together and getting this little girl a bike, and she's got a twin, and who needs a bike too, so it's like those little things, it breaks my heart. Yeah, it's crazy. So we're gonna take a break, and then come back with a producer question.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
That was okay.
Hello, my name is Ian. But I can be Butch too. All right, what up, dog?
When, honey?
No, You can't.
All right.
He's straight acting.
Oh yeah.
Masculine,
it.
straight acting.
I'm like, girl.
Hey girl, and then I stuck the pearls. So keeping with the feel-good kind of thing, I just want to point this out really quick. There was a supermarket owner who's retiring, and he owns like 3 different supermarkets. Rather than, he's like 71, rather than selling off this supermarket, he is breaking up into shares for his employees, and it's based on seniority, like who's been there the longest. How
sick.
Isn't that
So they're all going to be owners of the grocery store.
That's good.
with,
really
with I'm
cool.
assuming like managing partner or somebody like that. Yeah, I think that's really cool.
That's really cool.
I hope it works out. I hope it's not like,
It's like 400 people.
yeah.
Well, you have
It is like 400.
Or they just, yeah, it's 400 people.
it's 400
Hopefully
people.
Or they just sell off the store. Huh, sucker!
Well, you still have your managers and all that. It's kind of like Trader Joe's is like that too, though. I mean, like you can get into that too. It's like after a long time.
Yeah.
So it's cool. So producer question. If Santa was real, what one gift would you ask him for? He's not real? Aaron! Just because you're Jewish.
Jewish, isn't it? You trample on
I'd
children's
ask you for a
dreams.
Jew.
You'd ask him for a Jew. I'll take one of those.
If Santa was real, what one gift would you ask? That's really hard.
World peace.
Are we going?
Go ahead.
You're always first.
Apparently. I mean, I kind of already said it earlier, but I asked for tickets to the World Cup. It'd be kind of cool.
You're so shallow.
God, you're a selfish bitch.
Santa, like, he gives you gifts. He doesn't fix, like, problems. He's not, like, granting love or anything like that. It's, like, all their, like, mythical things.
How do you know?
He's not
Grant you
Cupid.
any wish you want.
Oh, that's right. You'd have to ask
It's not
Cupid.
a wish. It's a gift. That's what Santa does. He gives you a gift. He doesn't grant wishes.
Excuse me.
Oh, that would be
He's
my
not-
You don't know
He's not
that?
a genie.
He's magical, man.
But even the genie can't
Yeah,
create love.
he goes-
Watch Aladdin.
Oh my god! Oh god.
Who's the straight guy on the
What's
panel?
love got to do with it?
Thank you, Miss Tina Turner.
It's a very good point, though. It's a very good point.
I don't know. He gets around the world in like one night, right? He's got to have something going on.
Okay. What would you? What would you?
Lipo-sculpture.
You don't need Santa for that. You just need a man with a lot of money.
You got any?
I got mine.
She got it from a man. She ain't kidding.
No, I'm already getting myself I'm partially getting myself the gift I'm getting this year. I'm getting my iPad, the new iPad. I'm very excited.
Oh.
So, I don't know. Don't really need much. So, don't worry about it.
Huh. What did you do?
I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. It
Newer
threw me a
boots?
curve because I was thinking something and then like what Dustin said it just
Made
made sense.
sense,
So
yeah.
I was like, never mind.
But what were you
Great for
gonna say?
killing our dreams, Dustin.
I was gonna say probably to like have my brother back alive. You know, so
But then I just think of
See-
zombies.
No, because you know, and I thought about that too, and I thought my mom, but looking at it, I mean, it's like things happen and they're meant to happen, so that's the way fate works. So like, I don't, you know, like that'd be a little selfish kind of thing. So I don't know.
it's a
I don't know what
confusing
it is.
question.
Material item.
Oh, a material
You should have
item.
been specific.
Yeah, you need to,
A
you know.
material item.
Okay, I know. I would ask for Adam Levine's dick. And that's it.
Like,
Just his dick?
Just the dick, like the whole thing, like.
Not Adam Levine,
Well,
just
he's
his dick.
a materialistic. Well,
Oh, okay.
Why don't you just get Adam Levine?
because he's a person.
Yeah, I would take the whole package.
I would take the whole-
Literally. I would take the whole package.
Well,
You did say you'd ask for a Jew.
Okay, there you go.
I don't know what I would ask for. Honestly,
I'd
I
have to
don't.
borrow him from you once in a
I feel
while.
like money. I probably would ask for cash. Pay off my credit cards.
Right, and then you can just like do whatever you want.
And then I'd invest it, and then I'd open my own restaurant and bar.
How much cash are you talking about?
I don't know, whatever is convenient for Santa.
Talking about
You know, I'll make it work. I'll make it work. Okay, so events coming up this week is going to be crazy. You guys have anything coming on? Brass Rail?
This week,
Well, we're gonna be gone for a month and something. and more.
Oh, yeah, right.
So yeah, till
That's
next
right.
month.
This is our last one until the new year. Oops.
I guess. I mean, this week we have this Thursday we have an event going on, an EDM, another one of those our EDM nights. Like
I'm sorry, EDM?
electro music and house
Oh,
music and stuff
nice.
like that. That should be fun. I know New Year's is on a Monday this year.
Sweet
so
Junior.
we'll be back after that, so it's gonna be off the hook here. It'll be fun.
I'm working Monday. That Monday.
Really?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a blast.
So is it going to be 80s night for New Year's here?
It'll probably be a mix. It'll be 80s, like with 80s house probably, and maybe probably some top 40 stuff and stuff like that thrown in there. It'll be a mix of everything.
That is my funny. Have you guys made your plans for New Year's?
I have.
I'm working.
I'm working.
I
I have no idea.
haven't.
My friends are though.
I mean,
Like, my
we
friends
got an
are
invitation, but I don't know if I'm
This-
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm gonna do this year.
This is my first New Year's off in like 9 years. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with myself. I'm like, what the fuck do I do on New Year's besides wait tables? I don't know. Any events for the next month?
Just basically, we're doing that thing here on the Sunday the 9th.
Yeah.
What is it called? Toys for TJ.
Toys for
Tots.
TJ Tots.
And it's a $5 cover. Bring 2 new toys.
Perf.
Me? Oh gosh, I didn't even think to talk about this.
Not your social calendar.
I know, it takes forever. Oh my god, look at my phone out. No, but there is a sock hop. I think that is the first Saturday the first Saturday in September is a sock hop for Friends for Homeless Veterans. It's at the old sod in Normal Heights.
In September?
No, December. Did I say
Oh,
September?
you said September. I'm
Damn.
like, girl, we said a month.
I have no idea when I'll be back. No, it's in December. So yeah, the first Saturday in
Nice.
December.
Next week.
Yes. So that is great.
No girl. And then we have this Friday is this Friday the Fuzzy Foozy blanket drive at Moe's. Check that out. Bring a blanket for free entry, or you pay a cover, and that goes to the blanket drive too. And then this Sunday, December 2nd, at the center is the Meatball Turkey Day dinner. It's a fundraiser hosted by Glitz Glam and Aaron Duke, and I know Glitz has been working her little fanny off for this event. But all the funds benefit the center's youth and senior services, and they have got performances by drag queens galore. Glitz, Daisy Dead Petals, Disco Dolly, LaDonna Monroe, Naomi Fierce, Cassidy Richards, Daisy Torres, Jessica Something, Paris, Celeste, Lady Vajayjay, and Candy Samples, and Tara Hole. Tara Hole. Genius. 40 tickets are $40 VIP, which includes like cocktail party, hors d'oeuvres, a free drink, VIP. We don't know her. And there's some other co-hosts. I don't know. You can catch her on He Said, She Said. Ophelia. And then free drink VIP for the dinner and show. And then it's $20 pre-sale or $30 at the door. And you can get those at Pleasures and Treasures, The Crypt, or Glitz Glam, who works at Moe's. And then on Monday, December 3rd, is the Queen Eddie Conlon Charity Wreath Auction, which starts at previews like 6:30, and it's $10 donation at the door, which goes straight to the fund. But we already have, I mean, the wreaths are coming in. I have like 30 accounted for, and that's like without me knowing like who's just dropping stuff off. So I'm really excited. So please come out and support it. It's a great cause. Half Naked Boys.
Ooh.
Shots will be free flowing, and there's like a silent auction, a live auction, and it's different prices. So it goes anywhere from like $40 on up, depending on what people want to spend. So it's a lot of fun. And then our very own Babette Schwartz, her very Babette Christmas is at Moe's this season. One is on Friday, December 14th at 8 p.m. and this other one is on December 21st. And she always has all kinds of like celebrity special guest drag queens like Chad, Morgan McMichaels, all that. So tickets are on sale at Babette Schwartz's store, 421 University Avenue, San Diego, California, 92103. We are They Said. Happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah,
Happy solstice.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad, Happy New Year. Have a great holiday and New Year's, peeps.
You too, babe.
Well, and Merry Christmas.
God, did we forget that one?
And hopefully we will have a lot to say when we come back in January.
Happy Hanukkah.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be a
Bye.
blackout.
Bye.
It's gonna be a blackout.